What's going on, guys? Your boy Maze here. We're back with another video, and in today's video guys, we'll be going over the brand new Heroes Arena and why you guys want to be building this specific character for when Heroes Arena comes to global this coming week. So let's hop into the video and let's discuss. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 50,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't hit that sub button already, man, what are you guys doing? We are closing in on that 42,000 subscribers. I definitely do appreciate all the support, guys, and with that out of the way, let's hop in and talk about the one character that I actually recommend you guys do build for the upcoming Heroes Arena. Now, for you guys that don't know, Heroes Arena actually did just release on JP, and this will be coming out on Monday night, Tuesday morning for global with the upcoming update, right? And so in this video, I want to actually show you guys a team that cleared one of the towers, and it allows you to clear another tower and the other towers too for Challenger Heroes Arena. And so I'm going to show you guys the team that I actually used here. Alright guys, so this is the team that I actually used here, and the one character that I actually recommend you guys build for this team specifically is going to be the Jelly King right here. Now, this is the one character on this team that might be like, you guys might be questioning, Amazing, why are you using this character? And the reason why this character is so good is because he's going to be another character that allows you to have basic stats for the 7 Deadly Sins team. Alright guys, so since I'm on my JP account right here, I'm going to show you guys exactly why, King is so good on this 7 Deadly Sins team. If you guys never knew about the New Wings King, the Sweet Jelly version, he actually is able to give basic stats to the 7 Deadly Sins allies. Now, as you guys can see here, for each applicable ally, increases those allies' basic stats by 8% and increases the hero's damage dealt by 30 when attacking debuffed enemies. And the applicable allies include the 7 Deadly Sins with the strength, HP, or speed attributes. Now, in the actual team that I have here, let's look at the team that we got, guys. We got a red attribute character being Queen Diane, we have a green attribute being the Infinity Merlin, and we have the blue attribute being the brand new Meliodas and the seasonal buffer for this week. So as you guys can see, Melly is going to work alongside the King, the Queen Diane's going to work with the King, and also Merlin. So now all these characters right here are going to get the 8% basic stats increase, and that's going to go up to 32% because we have 4 characters on the team. 8, 16, 24, 32%. And that's a really big buff because it allows us to tank some of the hits. Now that I've kind of explained King on the team, guys, let's talk about the roles of the other characters. So Melly is mainly used on this team because he's the strongest DPS that we got for this team setup. Melly's going to be really good regardless of having outfits or not. You're going to want to run him on the HP crew resistance set, and having these substat roles where you have crew resistance on the substats are going to be really good too. So HP crew resistance for Melly, we're going to do the exact same thing for King, same with Queen Diane, and then same with the Infinity Merlin. So that's going to be the setup for every single character on this team. And then for the artifact card set here, guys, you have 2 options for artifact card sets. You have the Sins basic stat card set, which gives you 5% basic stats and 10% damage reduction from single target attack skills, or you guys can run the 10% overall damage reduction card set for the 7 Deadly Sins. You have this one right here as well. So either this card set or this card set right here. So remember the cards that are from it because this is on JP, so you guys can't read it. But like, remember the cards, right? So the Demon King and the Assault Melee card, and then the 1 Escanor card. That's going to be the card sets that you guys want to be running when using this. Alright guys, so now that we've covered all of that, let's actually show you guys the run that I did on this video recording. And I did it again after my stream. Like, if you guys saw my stream, I'll probably put a clip of my stream here of me actually clearing it. But I did do this on my stream as well. So if you guys haven't checked out some of the streams, all the way from Monday to Friday every single week, guys, other than Wednesday, depending on the podcast day, I do stream and just play Grand Cross. If you guys want to tune in, definitely check out those streams. But yeah, I did actually record a video clip here of actually clearing it. So let's actually pull that up and let's talk about my thought process when going through the fight. Alright guys, so one more thing that I did want to mention as well is that you guys want to make sure that you have a few holy relics on the team. Now, you don't need every single character to have a holy relic, but the one that I definitely recommend you must have is actually Infinity Merlin. And the reason why hers is the must have holy relic is because it's going to be giving you 15% basic stats and also up to 30% damage reduction after you attack and apply the debuffs. It is a very, very good holy relic, guys, and unfortunately it is from Nidhogg, but if you are able to get this holy relic, then her alongside King, you're going to be getting a total of like, what is that, 40... Well, what would that be actually? 47% basic stats Sins team, because you're getting 15% from Merlin, and then King's passive is actually the other 8% per ally, right? Because you get 32%. So 32 plus 15, what is that? 47% basic stats increase, right? So that is really, really good. And the other character that I would recommend definitely getting his relic would be King as well, just so that you apply bleed on the AoEs, right? Because when you do the bleed, let's say the enemies do live a little bit, then the bleed will do a little bit damage after the fact and could definitely help you out. But I don't think think it's really necessary to have these relics. I just think that it definitely helps you in the fight. And then for the character that really doesn't need a relic, it's going to be Diane. I mean, honestly, in the entire footage that you guys will see, I didn't even really stance up to do damage. I only really stanced up so that Diane could lifesteal the HP, because she gets HP related on the actual stance itself. Now, you don't need the Holy Relic, because the Holy Relic is only really going to give you extra damage dealt. So you don't necessarily need this, but I would recommend definitely getting Merlin's Relic and then Jelly King's Relic. I think those relics are definitely high priority here, and then everybody else is good. So that is the relic section right there, guys. Now we can actually hop into the video and I'll show you guys the gameplay. Alright guys, so here is the video clip here of the team that we're going to be running. So I actually did record this, and for you guys wondering what tower we actually did, we made sure to do the first tower right here because we had to face the Echidna. This is going to be very important when we get to it, because I'll show you guys why having the team that we have here is going to be good against this team specifically. So let's actually start the video here and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So I go through all of that and we hop into the first team being the guys team. And again, guys, we're going second. Bear that in mind, right? We're going second when we're doing these runs, so you'll see how strong King actually is. So right here, they actually showed up with the Goddess Liz. They're going to do the AoE with Margaret, and then a single target with Mael. Now, the AoE with Margaret is a LR Margaret, so Melly's going to cleanse those debuffs and actually get all creation. And as you guys can see from the single target from Mael, it actually does no damage at all. Look how much that did. That did about 50% of our HP, but guess what? King is going to cleanse the debuff because of Melly, and now we can actually do a ton of damage here. So what I actually do here, guys, is I do the Merlin AoE, and then we do the King AoE, and then the Melly AoE right there. And as you guys will see, the amount of damage we do here is going to be absolutely insane. So right here, we hit the AoE with King. Look at that, 280k with King. And guys, I do not have outfits on my free-to-play account, man. I do not have outfits. So the fact that we're doing that, and then Melly AoE just one-bangs the whole Goddess team. Look at that, bro. Super easy, and we're back to full health. This is going second, guys. Like, look how crazy King is on this team. So he's providing the basic stats while being able to dish out a ton of damage as well, because he has that weak point AoE, and when we're applying the debuffs because of Merlin, we're going to be doing a lot with this team. So there we go, guys. Right there, we do get the stance up with Diane. We attack with her, and then we finish it off with Melly, so we actually finish with full HP. And that's going to be the first fight of the tower right there. Very, very easy. Look at that, man. And the Melly with the 1.9 million damage right there. Super insane. So yeah, look at that. So right here, guys, full HP, man. Full HP. I mean, going second too, which is crazy, right? So that is like another really nice thing about this team. So hopping into the next tower here, or the next fight, this is going to be against the Echidna Unknown team, and it's very important that we're facing this team because I want to show you guys how this team deals with it. It's actually very easy, and when you guys actually do this fight, you should only ever like have an issue here if you get bad card RNG with the enemy getting tier cards. Pretty much, if the enemy gets tier cards, you might lose the fight, but other than that, I mean, it's an easy win. So right here, Tyr goes for the AoE, and guess what? No crit from Tyr because we have crit resistance gear on everybody. And when he goes for the single target on King, it's not going to do enough damage to kill him. And then the follow-up is going to be an Echidna AoE. Now, the reason why I mentioned this was important earlier is because the other teams or the other towers you're facing actually have single target damage. So if you actually look at the other towers, look at the teams that they're running. So they're running Tyr, Freyr, Rimuru, right? So what would happen here is because there's no Echidna, it's actually going to use the Freyr single target, and that would actually kill King in this scenario. But because we are on the first tower here where we're only fighting Echidna, this is going to be really good because we're running this setup. So right here, when we take the AoE, King's actually going to live that AoE even though we are getting crit, and King's going to be able to lifesteal a ton of HP here, guys. So what we do is I decide to actually go for the damage here, and so what we do is we actually do the I think I go for the stance up with Diane, and then I go for the AoE Merlin, AoE King. I think that was the setup that I actually did. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, so AoE. Yeah, no, but I stance up before that, right? I think I do that. Yeah, so stance, and then the double AoE, as I mentioned. So stance up with Diane, we do the AoE with Merlin, and then the follow-up AoE with King just to get some lifesteal. And again, as I mentioned, guys, you have to hope that Tyr doesn't get a card. I mean, that is part of it too, right? You need card RNG as well in Heroes Arena, and this is the one thing that is part of it. And so you want a situation here where it's going to be Nanashi and Freyr doing their attack cards because you don't want anyone else to take a ton of damage here. So as you can see, Diane's going to be tanking a lot of the damage right there. He does take a single target from Freyr, and then Nanashi's going to go for his AoE right there, and that's obviously not going to kill. And so from that range of HP right there, we can actually finish off this entire team and full heal everybody on the team too. So I actually do the double attack with Diane right there to lifesteal, and then we go for the melee AoE, and that's going to kill this entire team right here, guys. Very, very strong. So as you can see, King is doing really good because he's able to lifesteal all the damage that he takes on that off that first turn. Because he's doing so much damage to the enemies, he's able to do a ton of lifesteal because Melly is giving the seasonal bonus right there, guys. So boom, we one bang the entire team, and that's gonna be the second tower fight right there. And look at how much health we actually have on the entire team. King is a little bit lower on the HP department, but everyone else is completely healthy here, guys. So let's hop into the next fight, and I'll show you guys exactly what that's about. All right, guys, now moving into the next fight here, we are fighting the unknown Ainz team right here. So as you guys will see, this team is going to be probably the easiest team to face entirely, because all you have to do is triple AoE here. Now you guys will see here that when we actually do take AoE damage, it's not going to do a lot. This team doesn't hit very hard. As you can see, remember, he does his AoE and it doesn't do too much. Roxy follows up with her AoE, and it's actually not going to do a lot either, because she doesn't have the attack related, and she's not with Nanashi on this team, so they don't have like a bunch of basic stats, and you're able to actually deal with this team fairly easily. So right here, Melly's going to get the cleanse, and so what we do now, guys, is we do the AoE with Merlin, we do the AoE with King, so he's able to lifesteal his HP, and then Melly AoE right there, and boom, just like that, we're going to pretty much full heal the entire team, guys. So we AoE with King, boom, we do 341k, and we lifesteal 240k, and then with the Melly AoE right there, we're just gonna one bang all these characters. So very easy. Look at that, 2.2 million with Melly right there. We don't even need a level 3. So right there, we do finish off the fight, guys, and the only one with low HP is going to be Diane and Merlin, right? I mean, that was only a one turn, and we full healed. Like, just so you guys understand that, like, King is broken. He's doing so much damage here. So moving on to the next team here that we got. This is the Ragnarok team. So Ragnarok team, as long as you have enough HP with your Merlin, depending on how much they do, they could do a lot of damage here. But you want to make sure that you have at least around like 90% HP on Merlin and King. Around that. You just have to make sure that they have a good amount of HP going into this fight, because there's a bunch of red units that can damage you and maybe even kill you too. So that's kind of where you have to like kind of think about it a little bit, right? But yeah, the AoE right there is not going to do a lot of damage. You guys will see that they do go for the single target with Brunhild, and that's going to target into Merlin because she's the lowest HP. And then the follow-up AoE right here from Freya, and we're actually going to tank that as well, guys. So we do live, and Merlin has about like 15% HP left, so she does live. And so what we do on this turn right here is I'm going to stance up with Diane, because we know we're not going to triple AoE one turn this fight. We kind of have to lifesteal, so I actually do go for the double AoE right there. So we AoE with Merlin and then AoE with King, and that's going to lifesteal them a good chunk of HP. So we go for the AoE, boom, boom, boom. That's going to do a lot of damage right there. 373 is crazy. And then King's going to do 287 to full heal as well. Like, look at that, guys. Both these characters, King and Merlin, they full heal on their AoEs, which is why this team is so strong, because going second, we're still able to pretty much full lifesteal our HP, which is so strong. So right there, we take the single target hit. The Freya is going to go for the AoE rank 2, and that's not going to do too much damage right there. We actually do only take a little bit. And then another follow-up single target from Freya, and Queen Diane is tanking, guys. That extra 32% basic stats from King is really showing how strong it is. And so right here, what we want to do right here is make sure that we lifesteal with Diane while finishing off the fight. So we do the double AoE right here with Diane, and then we do the AoE with Meliodas right there, and that's actually going to finish off the fight and move us into the next fight, guys. So very, very easy right there. As long as you keep the team kind of lifestealed up, you don't even need dupes on Diane as well. Guys, like, you're seeing this, you don't need to ult with Diane at all to full heal the team, because the team is just strong enough to lifesteal on its own. It's just so crazy. So there is the second last fight there, guys, and now moving into the last fight of the tower here. With this amount of HP, by the way, so you guys can see the HP threshold that we're at. Diane has about, what is that, 95% HP, which is pretty good. But yeah, no, moving into this last phase here, when we go into this phase, this is the Roxy Holy Relic with Aaron. So, it's going to be kind of hard to tank this fight. But because we have a bunch of, like, basic stats on this team, and we only have one red character being Queen Diane, we're not going to have any issues at all, guys. So watch this clip right here, man. It's super insane. When I'm showing, like, 'cause I was recording this and showing it to Davo, I was telling him about Jelly King. So when I'm recording this, I'm telling him. And, like, I was showing him this setup right here, and you guys will see. So the AoE from Lilia goes for the AoE with Mono, right? It's going to do a lot of damage. And then the Roxy AoE right there is going to do her thing. And watch it, everybody's health. Look at King and Merlin, right? They completely tank. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Right, and even Diane lived too. And Diane, remember that Diane is 20% attack related that Roxy has, right? Because Roxy, whenever she's attacking a attack effective enemy, because of Aaron, she's getting that 20% attack related, and Queen Diane lives the hit. So now what we do is we do AoE Merlin, we do AoE King, and AoE Melly, and just like that, guys, we fully cleared the first floor of the Challenger difficulty Heroes Arena with little, like, to no effort. Literally little to no effort. There was pretty much much going first here. Like, that's how easy it is. You know, I'm literally going first, guys, even though we're going second. So yeah, no, this team is super insane. Definitely build your Jelly Kings if you guys haven't already, man. Look how strong this character is. We went through the full challenger first tower clear, and because of Jelly King, we're able to do it. And obviously Melly giving the seasonal bonus too, right? But I mean, Jelly King, guys, just another character that you wouldn't think would be usable, but is a very, very strong character. So I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.